All right, guys. Now in this video, I'm just gonna show you how we can use the pandas and NumPy. So for NumPy, like I mentioned, is the numerical library. So it provides you the optimized functionality of your numerical data set, right? So we have already used the NumPy. So what I'm gonna do NumPy.identity. And it's more like give you the array kind of structure that is very optimized in dealing with numerical data, especially once we are feeding them or we are playing them for the machine learning models, right? So let's see. So for example, if I say NP identity of 5, so it's going to give me 5 by 5 matrix, right? So let's see what's going to appear on the screen. So you can see we have identity matrix. If you don't know linear algebra, just forget it, that what the identity matrix is. I'm going to explain everything in the respective video. So at this moment, I just want to show you, instead of building everything by yourself, just with one command, you can see how quickly you can get the functionality within your code, and that's where Python really shines over other languages. That lot of libraries have the existing functionality that can help us to super fast our development speed once we are building the solution for the businesses, right? So all right, let's move on. What I'm gonna do now, I'm also going to build another, and by the way, it is called multi-dimensional array, right? Because you can see we have the array and it has the sub-array inside. So we normally call it multi-dimensional array, where we have one array contain another array on the subscript level, right? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to arrange. Arrange allow you to define a range and populate the multi-dimensional array based on that range, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna call 0 till 20 and put a gap of 5 after each element. So let me quickly show you. All right, so you can see what I'm going to do. Let's save it. I'm going to save array 1. And now I'm going to call it array1 dot shape. Right, so it's gonna give me the shape of my array. Okay, tuple is not callable, so what I'll do, I'll just take out. Yeah, so I have one dimension array, so you can see it is giving me, by the way, I didn't put printed, so let me just put printed so it can, oops, too fast in typing. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, so now you can see we have 4 elements. So we have 4 columns and 1 row. So if you want to read your shape, because I mentioned it's a tabular format, so we have 4 columns and 2 rows, right? Because I'm now going to reshape it. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to say array1 dot reshape, and you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask him be 2 by 2. Right, so that's what I'm saying. You need to understand the concept correctly. Now we are converting 4 by 1 or 1 by 4 array to 2 by 2, which is going to actually convert it into 2 columns and 2 rows. Let's see what's going to do now. So now you can see the first 2 columns stay as it is, but the next 2 columns has been moved towards the new row, right? So now we have the new shape of our array, right? So that's how we generally use the function into our code, and you can see how quickly it helped us to build our solution instead of going back and looking at each and every part of the logic by ourselves with these pre-optimized libraries. And you can see the speed. Let me just show you something which is really gonna be funny. How about if we get the metrics of 100? And I think you know how big it's going to be and how calculation oriented or calculation intensive is going to be, how much power it's going to consume from the processing side. But you can see how quickly it created and return us the identity matrix, right? So now in here, what I'm going to do, I'm asking it to create the matrix for example 1000, and put the gap of 2, right? Now see, so you can see we have a matrix, and it's in just a second that we are getting the such a high matrix. And what I'm going to do now, instead of getting it 2 by 2, I'm going to call it, let's do it 5 by 5, because I believe 5 by 5 is going to work. Let's see. So now it's saying that it's unable to, because I think we have 1000 elements. So if we do a 5 by 5, all right, I'm going to explain that formula later, but at this stage, let me see how many. So if we have 20 rows, or for example, if we have 50 rows, I think that would be better. Yeah, it worked now. Oops. Oh, okay. That's good. All right, it will work. Because we have the, let's see. Yeah, output, and now it's going to work. Yeah. So now we can see we have converted such a large array, multi-dimensional array into, we have reshaped it by 20 by 50, right? So you can easily see in here that how we can reshape our data so quickly, right? So you don't need to write any logic to transform the shape. You can just use the existing functionality. So that's the whole concept of using the existing packages and functionality in your code. Please feel free to reach out if you have any question or need to know further. More than happy to answer. I've just shown you some of the example. We're gonna discuss the NumPy and the pandas library in detail in the upcoming video. But in this video, I just want to show you how you can go and you can search the packages from the PyPy, and then you can use them or import them. Obviously, first need to import, and then you can use the method of functionality based on the import of the package. So if you have any questions, put your comments, happy to answer. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.